people, I hope you have a reservation for tonight, because I got plenty of room in the inn, you know? And so you really must come along. And I haven't had the place so full since, that census came. And when the census, the place was so full, I was so excited, I was thinking, maybe I will start a chain. You know, I've got a little bit of a discount for Roman soldiers. A discount? No Judean Express cards, though, okay? Sorry, we can't handle that. But I was thinking, maybe HBO. You know, you gotta think about some ideas sometimes. But it hasn't quite worked out the way I thought. I would imagine all these different inns all along throughout the small towns, and then I'd be a rich man. Oh, I would be so wonderful. If I were a rich man, double, double, dibble, deeble, double, deeble, deeble, dum. All day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Dibba 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 dabba dibble 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 dum. All day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man. Oh, but it didn't quite work out that way.
No, it didn't quite work out that way, did it?
Oh, my heart, my wife, my dear.
Yes.
No,
I've been with you through all those dreams.
You have been with me through all. You know, I remember when the kids grew up and they left our big house. I said, what could we do with this place? I thought maybe have a matzo ball and soup. But then maybe a bed and breakfast?
Maybe a bed and breakfast.
That didn't work out either.
That didn't work out that way, no.
It just, you know, it hasn't gone quite like I thought it might.
No, it hasn't.
Have I disappointed you?
I don't think so.
Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? For 25 years I've lived with you, fought with him and starved with him. 25 years my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
Then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years, it's nice to know. Oh, you'll make me. Oh, there she is. I know. Oh. You know, sometimes life doesn't go the way you imagine it, the way you dream and have. But that night, when the place was full in Bethlehem, there were so many people. And it was feeling like I was going to have this. I had a couple big rooms up on top for some very special people. And I thought they'd have a lot of money. And so I wanted to keep that for them. I remember I was there late at night. And then there was all of a sudden this man and this woman. She was so pregnant. And they came up and they wanted a room. They had no last names. I said, no last names, no place. And they had no money. I said to them, no room in the inn for no money. You know, it was kind of sad, really, because I really did have a couple rooms, but I wanted to make some money. And so I sent them on the way over to the stable. It was a 1-star hotel, and my place was a 5-star. that little stable, it had one star right over it. But you know what was so amazing? There were more people who were coming over there the days after that night that the inn was full. And after the people left my inn, there were people still coming to the stable. In fact, I snuck over. I was afraid. I didn't want them to see me. Here they were in the stable, and they had this beautiful baby. But I got up a little close, enough to see the eyes of the baby in the manger. I remember it was like there. I was on the outside. They were all in there together. And I swear, the baby looked at me. I was there, and almost like those eyes saw me. There was something special as that little baby looked into me and my heart. I remembered back in the days when my grandfather talked about when Jacob and Esau, my two uncles who had fought all those years together, and then Jacob had to leave because he stole from his brother. And when Esau forgave Jacob, Jacob said it was like seeing the face of God. I felt kind of like that. I felt like that baby saw me and knew who I was, who had turned away his mother and his father and almost forgave me. It's funny, after that time, I've realized that maybe there was room in the inn. Maybe it was that there was no room in my heart. You know, so often I was so busy about wanting to have these different projects and different things that didn't go well. I was lost a little bit of focus of what was really important. Maybe if I would have really made room, I would have understood who that was coming. Later, as that child grew up and people talked about how unique and special this child was, and then when there was people who came from the east, these men who came with their animals and their caravans, bringing gifts to them, I had said, I'd give you a discount at my inn. But they went there to the stable. There's something when you see somebody on the eye. It has always made me realize maybe that's what they mean. Emmanuel. God is with us. You know, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of fun to have the innkeeper and to imagine that there was no room in the inn there, but maybe it's really more about the message of having room in our inn, in our heart. Maybe it's about making room when we think there are things that are so important really aren't as important, and making room for something new, something fresh, something more. Because I'm aware that there are some people who have no room in the inn for them here. You know, we have no center for women who've been abused in Hamilton County. We have no room for someone who needs to have a place of sanctuary and safety. We have no room for some of those who need a place of health and a place to find safety for their brokenness. Maybe we can make room for somebody too. In the season of Christmas, may you make room in your heart for the birth of something new and the Christ that comes. And when you see someone face to face in the eyes, may you feel like you are seeing the face of God as you love them. Pray with me.